Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Brian here. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well. Me, I'm not doing particularly bad. Just went and took a nightly walk. I can't sleep right now, so I am trying to lose some weight, so I just decided to take a walk. So, in this video, I'm going to be reviewing Beetlejuice 2, or I guess Beetlejuice Beetlejuice is the actual name of it. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing in this video. These are just my opinions, so don't kill me in the comment section. And also, spoiler alert is ahead. Yeah, so just saying, spoiler warning and alert, there is going to be some stuff from the movie spoiled, so if you haven't seen the movie yet and you want to see it, you don't want nothing to be spoiled, exit out of this video right now. Yeah, so I would say just exit out of the video right now if you haven't seen the movie and you want to see it. Otherwise, let's get right into this. So, Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, or Beetlejuice 2, whatever you want to call it, is, the second movie, the sequel to the 1988 classic Beetlejuice. Yeah, so if you've not seen Beetlejuice, I'd recommend seeing it. You've been living under a rock, I'm kidding. But yeah, Beetlejuice is a movie from the 80s, late 80s, 1988. It came out, might have been 1987, I'm pretty sure it was 1988. It was one of Tim Burton's, the legendary director, in fact, my favorite director, one of his very first movies. Yeah, it stars Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice, Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin playing the original one. It's got the lady from Home Alone, I can't think of her name right now. It's also got Winona Ryder, one of her first movies as well. But Beetlejuice is an amazing movie. It's a 10 out of 10 movie. I've seen it many times over the years, Beetlejuice. Comes on every year around Halloween time. And it's just a crazy movie. It's an amazing movie. Yeah, just a movie I've had on VHS and DVD player. Rented it a couple times. It's on demand. It's just an amazing masterpiece, I'd say Beetlejuice is. So yeah, so the sequel came out over 36 years later, nearly 37 years, the sequel came out. I mean, I remember as a kid, and I remember in third grade, when it was first announced. I mean, 10 years ago, I'm 19 now, I was in third grade. It was in, I believe, September of when I was in third grade. It was the third or fourth week of school when Beetlejuice 2 was announced. It was Warner Brothers, and the other company that owns Beetlejuice, announced that they'd be making a Beetlejuice 2. And Tim Burton said that he would come on and write and direct again. So yeah, it was just crazy. I mean, there was a bunch of fan-made trailers. I mean, and it took over 10 years to make this movie. I mean, Tim Burton had a bunch of projects already pre-scheduled. That was one reason why it took forever. Getting Michael Keaton to come back was tough, too. That was another reason it took forever. And then you had COVID and everything hit, so it just ended up taking over 10 years. And they had the hardest part, I believe, was they had to find the right sort of thing to do. Because, you know, it's such a classic movie. It's so hard to make a sequel to a classic. I mean, like, and most times sequels, you know, don't do rough. When I first went and saw Beetlejuice, I saw it this past Tuesday, because I'm cheap. I don't go in movie theaters on the weekend. It costs too much money. I'm cheap and poor. So I saw it this past Tuesday, and it was an amazing movie. Me and my friend went and saw it, and it was a pretty good movie. I mean, this movie, Michael Keaton is back as Beetlejuice. Winona Ryder is back as Lydia Dietz, and the mom from Home Alone, her name is blanking out of my head right now. She's back, and a couple other cast members made cameos and stuff in it. This one stars Jenna Ortega, from Wednesday, and the Scream movies, also from Stuck in the Middle from back in the day on Disney Channel. The beautiful Jenna Ortega, she plays in this movie. And then this movie also, Danny DeVito gets a small cameo, which I thought was pretty cool. And the boy from, what do you call it? The boy who played the boyfriend on Wednesday, he plays in it as well. I can't think of his name, but just an overall good movie. I'm not going to spoil too much, but the plot was basically sort of a different plot. I mean, like, it takes place, it's 36 years, over 36 years later, nearly 37. So Lydia Dietz is now grown, you know, she's in her 50s. She had been married once before. She has a kid that's, you know, 18, 19, in high school, 12th grade. And yeah, so she's grown, she's in her 50s. She's also got her own, her first husband died. She's got her own TV show now, all about her paranormal experiences. And then she finds out that her father died, the guy from the original. He was actually originally supposed to be cast in it, the same actor. But it turns out that he was distributing child pornography. So yeah, that was horrible. He's a scumbag. He should belong in jail. You don't know what I'm talking about. He played in the original Beetlejuice. I'm not even going to say his name on here. Played in the original Beetlejuice. Also played in Howard the Duck and Stuart Little and a couple other movies. So he's not in this movie, which I'm fine with. You know, he's a sick man. He belongs in jail. Gina Davis was not in it due to some scheduling errors. She was offered a cameo, I believe, Ava, but I was looking into it, and there were some scheduling errors, and then Alec Baldwin wasn't in it because, he's been struggling his acting, even though he's an innocent man. He's, had some trouble and stuff, and then, another person, the guy who played, Otto in the original one, who's also the voice of the mayor, in, Nightmare Before Christmas, and he's also plays in Scary Movie 2, and he's the voice of the Cheshire Cat in the live-action Alice in Wonderland. He passed away back in 2010, so of course he was not in it. So yeah, those 4 people were not in the movie. But the movie's not terrible. Like I said, she's a TV show host now. She's got a husband who's a producer. She finds out her father dies in the movie because they killed off the character. They did a really cool stop-motion scene, and yeah, they killed off the character, so she goes back to the town. She said that the people moved on, Gina Davis's character and Alec Baldwin's character, the husband and wife from the first Beetlejuice movie, said they moved on, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to spoil much of it. I'm going to let you guys see it in the theaters or wait till it comes out, whatever. So yeah, like I said, I'm not going to spoil much of it. But overall, I would say the movie was a solid 8 out of 10. I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10. It's not a perfect movie. I would have liked to have seen Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin in it. That's one reason why I'm cutting a little bit off. And it did use a little bit more CGI than what I'd like. So those 2 things are why I'm sort of cutting it off. And it was a little bit bonkers. Those 3 reasons is why I'm knocking off 2 points from the movie. But I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's a pretty good movie. I'd recommend checking it out. Michael Keaton was by far the best performance. The lady from Home Alone also did great. So did Winona Ryder. Jenna Ortega did amazing too. The entire cast, Danny DeVito's short part, the entire cast, did really, really amazing on it. It had decent special effects, but a lot of CGI. Not a fan of CGI, but yeah, Michael Keaton was by far the best character. Another spoiler right here. They sort of painted Beetlejuice to be a sort of an anti-hero in a way. He sort of became like kind of like Captain Barbossa. He was sort of a good guy, but that's all I'm going to spoil. But yeah, pretty good movie. Like I said, solid 8 out of 10. Definitely not as good as the original. The original Beetlejuice, I would have said it's a 10 out of 10 movie. But I mean, like I said, most sequels are not as good as the original. I mean, you have a few exceptions, such as Terminator 2, Shrek 2, and Child's Play 2, that the sequel was actually better than the original, but 95% of the time, the sequel is not quite as good. And just like we're doing the sequel song for the Muppets, yeah, never quite as good. So yeah, 8 out of 10. I would recommend checking Beetlejuice out if you've not seen it. If you've seen it already, watch it again. I plan on watching it again. I'm probably going to buy the DVD, Beetlejuice, or Beetlejuice 2, whatever it is. An amazing, amazing movie. I'd recommend checking it out. Solid 8 out of 10. And the original Beetlejuice, 10 out of 10. Just an amazing movie. I'm hoping we get a Beetlejuice 3. Maybe Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin will get a cameo. Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And as always, everyone, and like, share, comment, favorite, and most importantly, please subscribe. Alright, everyone. God bless you. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.